Breakfast, lunch, dinner. 3 rituals, 3 meals. Many different cultures treat these rituals in different ways. But to all humans, food and the act of eating is part of our natural instinct. To some, food is a killer, silent and terrifying, a ritual of fear, a betrayal of nature. For those with dietary restrictions, it's a battle and a constant journey to find peace with food. It's not just a journey for those with the restrictions, but also for those around them. One of the biggest importances of food is sharing a meal and being able to provide a meal for those you care about. Food is more than just nourishment, but rather an art. Cooking, preparing dishes. Cultures are built around these things. These routines around eating I've not nurtured completely on my own, but rather loved ones and those closest to me have catered and adapted to me. The 2 places I grew to learn to love food and sharing a meal are the kitchens of my parents and grandparents. These are the places I learned to cook and experience with food in a safe environment, where I knew food wasn't a killer. All growing up, parties, social gatherings, included or centered around food. But for me, to be comfortable, it was imperative I had food that was safe.
Here it is. Bible. This was our Bible. Chocolate chip cookies. And you can see how many times it actually feels like there's flour on it. So this is what technically becomes the egg.
1/4 cup. See, a lot of these recipes, it's funny because that you have the book. So I'd always think this was Grandma's recipe.
Right.
I just don't.
Grandma was instrumental in, number one, just, making sure that when you had dessert on Sundays, everything was safe and everything was, that you were included. I mean, she still does it with Uncle Mike. And
every Sunday, the pilgrimage to my grandparents for Sunday dinner was something as a child I took for granted. The memories, the stories, the traditions. These things shaped me, morally, fundamentally. All these things that shaped me as a person were centered around a meal. And that meal was catered to me. My needs, my allergies.
This is what I'm talking about. This is the
So you sewed this bag?
yeah,
Yeah.
it was 2 big napkins. So they
Oh yeah. And that's only an hour of resting?
yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. They say you can this one guy says you can do it in 20 minutes, but I like to let it go an hour.
But imagine like on a Sunday when you're trying to feed that gang, and if you
Make a
wanted to
big
do
one,
a
that's what I
risotto with every, with the meat right in
Yeah.
it, you could
I mean,
go
it's so easy.
miles
Yeah, you
with
can go.
it.
Yeah.
I don't
I gotta
even
get some bigger pans. That's like first step is get some
go
bigger.
right down to your rescue mission
And
or
just
get
I
just
know.
buy them like that.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Oh yeah, those are good looking pretzels.
So when we found out that you had these allergies,
Yeah.
I helped your mother. It was a challenge for us to find recipes, strategies for how we could negotiate this whole thing.
Yeah.
So she bought that book, and we used that book a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But what I was starting to say is the fact that you had these allergies, it was a challenge to come up
Yeah.
with recipes.
Yeah, yeah.
So I would flip through the cookbook and see which recipe did not have eggs in it. And then try a recipe with that product
Yeah.
to see if it worked. So a
Yeah.
lot of my recipes in my cookbook will have can use, energy,
Yeah, yeah.
or
it
it'll
works or
say
it doesn't
eggs
work.
or energy.
Yeah.
That's how we came up with our product cookies.
Really? It
Yes, because that's an American dairy recipe that does not have eggs in it.
You know, people saying like, you know, digging too far into stuff. The whole article, the whole low culture conversation article.
Sunday dinners.
No, I'm just
Was there a reason for that?
reviewing.
Probably at the time.
Yes.
You always separate.
Well, because you guys would like
Well, they
horse
don't do
around
that
with
now.
John.
Yeah,
Mike,
we're
so
also the buffer in there
Lucas-
too.
Yeah.
We
And
separate.
it was good having Lucas over
Yeah,
there because he was always
Oh, yeah.
yapping away anyway, so it was good to have him.
We had to
at the front of the
separate
table.
these two guys all the time.
Yeah.
Michael and John.
Michael and
yeah.
John.
Then why aren't Sylvia
Oh,
and Claire
geez.
separated?
They are
Sylvia and
separated.
Claire,
Oh,
yeah.
they are.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
The
no, I,
Violette ones are made in Romania. I was gonna buy one of Marshall's.
This is what I
Yeah,
use
the people with
to
the
dry the
patent?
stem.
What?
You turn the pot with the stem in it upside down.
yeah.
You put it on this and it dries right out.
I was
Yes,
looking
so
for
get a
that.
stainless
But you
steel
can
one,
use
otherwise
it, you
don't
can use
need-
a tall glass. As long as when you open the lid will hit. So this is built so that the lid's over here, about this high.
I'll turn the oven on
And then
200 too, and then just throw it in there.
As I continued my journey, finding peace with food, I've left home, these safe places, leaving those who adapted making food and meals for me. The killer food reemerged, all around, far from the places I became comfortable with, far from the places I found comfort in food and cooking. Yet the traditions and the importance of the meals that were cooked in those places stayed true. Returning now to a kitchen, a place I could make my own. I also like cooking. It's quite peaceful. I've come to find if I can have control, especially with food and my allergies, I'll take that every day. Just because it just makes me feel more comfortable, makes me feel better. Not as scared, to be honest. So that's why I've found that cooking is great. And they don't have to be all uniform, of course. Nothing's uniform in cooking. It's an art. It's fun. Nothing's ever the same. That's why it's like you have a really good dish once. It could be different the next time. Just little things change everything in cooking. So that's the fun of it.
Okay. What we got?
Alright, we're making some risotto. You know how it is.
Sizzling.
We got the onions. Onions.
Okay.
Cooking up right now, sauteing. Then we're gonna toast the rice.
Okay.
Then you gotta get the broth heated up.
Yes.
Put the broth in the rice. With the rice. Man.
Oh. Look at this. That's natural stuff right here.
All natural.
All natural.
All good stuff. All good stuff.
Trader Joe's gonna eat this shit up.
No, Trader Joe's gonna love it.
Holy shit. Damn, bro, this looks insane.
Yeah, really.
Thank you, Steamer.
Mm-hmm.
Appreciate it.
Grab a plate and. What you all think? What y'all think?
Shit's gas. Wait, what's this called, Steam?
It's risotto.
Really?
Yeah.
Splendid.
To the few, a ritual of fear. A story of pain. A time to cower. For the few, we will prevail. The traditions adapt. To grow to love to grow. The killer subsides.